Okay, I know what you're thinking. We're right in the middle of Ferrari week. You just saw the episode on the stunning 1973 Ferrari Daytona. So why am I standing in front of a Cadillac and a lot of Cadillac bits? Well, today is Thursday, April 23rd, and we just stepped off a red-eye from LAX. And when I say just stepped off a red-eye from LAX, I mean literally like 40 minutes ago, wheels down at Austin Bergstrom Airport. And we were so excited to come here. And here is Circuit of the Americas, and we are driving this, the 2016 Cadillac ATS-V. Now, there are a couple legal things I got to cover with you guys. The driving impressions are embargoed until next week, so the lawyers say, so I can't tell you about how this thing drives. I did sneak in a wee bit of driving time. Literally, we just totally avoided going to the hotel, didn't shower, shave, nothing, just wanted to get here and drive. But I can tell you about some of the bits. So let's go to the biggest bit, which is the engine. Now, we talked a little bit about this LA Auto Show of last year, like November. Can you believe that? This thing, just as a recap, 464 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque. Now, a couple of things that are unique about it. There's a lot of exotic materials that make this thing up. Rather than me tell you about it, what I'm going to do is, I know Dave Leone's somewhere around here, so I'm going to ask him to come on camera and give his total super duper tech overview on this. So stay tuned for that. Now, come on over here. Oh, before we move on to the transmission, so the lawyers say I can't tell you about driving impressions, but I can tell you this engine, it's unlike any other Cadillac engine you have driven. Now, the transmission. So this is an automatic, you know me, I like 3 pedals. It's a totally new automatic. It's an 8-speed, but what's unique about it, it's a torque converter. Now, a lot of cars in this segment are doing the dual clutch thing, including Mercedes. Dave decided to stick with a torque converter, but he was able to get this thing to shift as fast as a dual clutch. I don't know how he did it. Once again, I'm going to have him go over this with you guys, and we're really going to try to talk him into doing a full tech deep dive on everything. But let's go on to the next tech bit here. This I find really cool. So this is the e-diff. Now, in this segment, you see a lot of cars that have torque vectoring control, and a lot of them are brake activated. There's a little bit of brake activation in this car, but what they've done here with this controller system back here is a lot of this is done with the e-diff and not with the brakes. Once again, I'm going to have Dave explain this because I'm sure I will screw this up because it's way above my pay grade. Now, check this out. Talk about props. Remember when Dave showed us the CTS V Sport? He had this same kind of setup here. Well, he decided to bring this down from Michigan. And there's a couple things we can see here that I want to point out to you. Number one, see the structural shear panel, they call it here? This thing is unique to the ATS-V, and it adds 25% stiffness to this thing. And if you saw our ATS film, just the regular one, this was already a very stiff car, so this is unique, and the way he did it, I'm sure he and I kind of talked about this way back at LA Auto Show. This is something that you guys are going to want to find out about. But what I can tell you, see this here? The intercooler. I shouldn't say intercooler. It has not 1, not 2, but 3 intercoolers. 3. It's kind of, I feel like the count. 1 intercooler, 2 intercooler, 3, yes, 3 intercoolers. Okay, that was really bad, but it was funny. Come on, let's go back here and check out some cool stuff. The prop shaft, so have you guys driven like an old Corvette? You know how they have wheel hop? Dave and his team of magicians have done some stuff back here. I'll let him talk about this, but let's just say it has to do with wheel hop. And then, come on, Recaro seats? Gotta have Recaro seats. It's even got adjustable side bolsters and lumbar, all that kind of stuff. But we'll talk about that when we drive the car. And then check this out, Brembo Brakes. But not just Brembo Brakes in the front, it's Brembo Brakes in the rear. You'd be surprised how many car manufacturers don't do them in the rear. And then check this out. Special tires. So Dave's doing special tires. The compound and the structure and the tuning of the tire is different. It's the same kind of Pilot Super Sport you see on other high performance GM cars, but this one is tuned just for the ATS-V. Then over here, I can't believe I forgot this. The hood, the whole thing is carbon fiber. Oh, wait a minute, I actually told you this, guys, way back in November, but I'm gonna tell you again, the whole thing is carbon fiber, comes standard on every ATS-V. I think that's all I can tell. There is a lawyer standing right over there, and I'm not kidding you. There is a lawyer standing right over there, so I can't really go on about this. Plus, I really want to take a shower. So take a look at this version of the Recaro seat two-tone. I'm going to go out and drive that car sitting out there. Dave, you know how to throw a party.
MotoMan, good to see you.
Very good to see you, especially when it's your tires, your gas, your track, and your car.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have your helmet, okay?
Thank you.
And I want you, being an old fart and a curmudgeon, all right?
sorry.
I got you one with 3 pedals, okay? One you
Well,
know how
thank
to
you.
drive, all right? So I want you to go on out, get familiar with this, and I'm going to show your audience how to build a proper car.
Okay, you do that. I'll see you back here. Right side up. So here's the script. Click here to subscribe. Click here to watch one of our 350 other episodes. And most importantly, share us with your friends. You're only wasting half your life on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. MotoManTV, all one word. I don't care who you share us with. Share us with your enemies. Just give the gift of MotoMan.